Oh man, I've got some spicy things to say today. Hello number ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking, and this is a massive follow-up video to my original emergency video that I posted on the 15th of May talking about the mass demonetization that my channel has experienced. So on this video I'll show you the actual emails I've received from Google, YouTube and AdSense. I'll tell you about the actual meetings I had with my partner manager who works directly for Google. We will read together, comment and discuss the actual section on the YouTube community guidelines when it comes to this pause in monetization, how it works, what it entails, and the sort of justification thereof, not just for me, but also for any content creator who may experience the same sort of pause in monetization that I have. I'll be responding to quite a few of your comments, and most importantly, frosting on the cake, I'll tell you about the latest development of this pause on monetization of mine, which I would describe with the adjective absolutely moronic, coming directly from Google as we read the last email they sent me. You'll see. Now, before we tackle the first item of business for today, I would like to say a massive, huge, ginormous thank you to all who have supported my channel, sent their love, their support, monetary support, donations, people who joined Patreon. You noble ones have been absolutely incredible. You haven't just helped me push through these days of monetization unscathed, in fact, making me stronger than I was before, but your generosity has in fact put me in a position whereby even if this demonetization, pause in monetization were to happen again, which is a possibility, you'll see, I now have the strength to continue production no matter what. All of this support is really humbling. Thank you so much. Ad Maiora. Okay, let's check out the community guidelines, shall we? I've got a thing or two to say. From support.google.com, monetization is paused for my channel. Your channel's monetization will be paused when there isn't an active and approved AdSense account linked to your channel. My channel has had an approved and active AdSense for the better part of a decade. The YouTube Partner Program requires all partners to have an active, approved and linked AdSense account. Note that without having an active, approved and linked AdSense account for your channel, you can't earn money from YouTube and ads won't run on your videos. That's the first factually incorrect statement here. As many of you have reported, and I myself have seen, ads continued to be shown on my videos during the 4 days of paused monetization. While your monetization is paused, you can still keep uploading original content and building your audience on YouTube. If you are in the YouTube Partner Program, which is kind of a weird thing to say, because if you're not in the YouTube Partner Programs, you wouldn't be able to monetize in the first place, so you wouldn't be having monetization paused, but maybe it's just me reading too much into it. If you're not in the YouTube Partner Program and your monetization was paused, don't worry. Easier said than done. You're still in the program. Monetization will resume after linking an active and approved AdSense account. To help keep your account secure, AdSense requires you to verify your address before we send you any payments, which I'd like to add was done 9 years ago. Now here's a very interesting question that I suppose is here at the top of the list because it's probably the most popular question from creators like me. After resuming monetization, will I get paid for the time my channel was paused? So I'm gonna click this one also because it's a great way to respond to all of those among you who have asked about this. Let's go. No. I love the black and white answer. For once, YouTube is being like, no. Nothing vague about that. Paused monetization means that your channel will not earn money from the duration it has been paused and that ads won't run on your videos. Once again, Google, ads were running on my videos during unmonetization, paused monetization, whatever you want to call it. So what's up with that? Now there is more that I wish to read when it comes to the actual guidelines, but let's jump over to my Gmail and have a look at the actual emails I've got. So first of all, when it comes to this, I received emails from 3 different addresses, from YouTube creators, from Google and from AdSense. YouTube sent an email to both my main channel Metatron and my second channel Metatron's Academy saying this. Dear Metatron, you may have received an email from about verifying your identity in AdSense. These documents will be used to confirm your identity, prevent fraud, and keep Google secure. So, what caused the pause in monetization is a request for identity verification and address verification. This was done in order to, according to what I've been told, confirm my identity, prevent fraud, and keep Google secure. Nothing about what actually triggered it. Identity verification is required in order to monetize your channel and receive future payments. Of course, I can't help but loving the irony of the fact that a day after receiving this message, the same YouTube creators sent me the following. Metatron, earn more with the new features that make it easier to shop. Hey, thank you for that. It's like, we took away your monetization, so earn more with your shop, I suppose. Still big thanks to all those who bought my rings, appreciate. Anyways, I make my emergency video, Shad makes his emergency video. Big thanks to Shad, you're a true brother and a true friend. You noble ones go nuts on Twitter. They fix it. My channel is back into monetization, which is fantastic. Thank you so much everyone who has helped. But then I get this email. Action required, verify your payment address in AdSense. We sent you a personal identification number, PIN, mailer on May 19th, 2023 to the payment address you provided to us in AdSense. Fantastic. When you receive the PIN mailer, click verify your address in this email and then enter your PIN in the card on the AdSense homepage. Important. Your ads will stop serving if you don't use this PIN to verify your address within 4 months from the date on which your first PIN was mailed. It usually takes 3 weeks to get your PIN in the mail. So let me get this straight. The tech giant Google still uses physical mail to deliver PIN to my address in 2023. Google, here's a passenger suggestion. How about we go on a face call and then you look at my face on my videos and we call that verification? I can literally pull up my passport if you want to see that on video. What happens if this physical PIN gets lost in the mail? What happens if I don't get it? Well, they told me what happens. I have 4 months, and if I don't do that, ads will be gone. Forever maybe, I don't know. Very important, always keep an eye on my community tab and my Twitter, because I will be keeping tabs on how I use any monetary support that I've received. I will tell you what I do with this money I've received until the last dollar. That is because I feel a huge responsibility when it comes to monetary support, and I do not take this money for granted. That is because I did not come from money. I was brought up in a low-income family, and the only reason why I could get a college degree, a university degree, is because I worked really hard and got 3 scholarships from the University of Naples that allowed me to graduate without spending any money. Your support really humbles me, and I will let you know what I do with it. Let's jump back into the community guidelines, shall we? There is apparently a difference between monetization being disabled and monetization being paused. If monetization is disabled for your YouTube channel, it could be for several reasons. Any of these actions could result in suspension of payments. Attempting monetization of videos you don't own. Well, yeah. Attempting monetization of videos that don't meet our advertiser-friendly content guidelines. Million Shades of Grey. Violation of YouTube channel monetization policies, YouTube spam policies, AdSense program policies, or YouTube terms of service. Now let's talk about the actual meeting with the partner manager directly from Google. Because I have to say, if anything, this gave me a fantastic nostalgia rush. No, seriously, that's what happened, because the partner manager and me kept reading the emails, reading the YouTube community guidelines, and we were trying to interpret what the heck they meant. And that's what gave me the nostalgia rush. I really felt like I was back in my 20s when I was studying at university, ancient text interpretation, Latin, biblical translation from ancient Hebrew, hieroglyphic interpretation. It really felt like trying to understand an ancient language that nobody knows what it means and how to read. And in a way, it really put me in the shoes of those archaeologists and linguists that were trying to understand and interpret ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics before the finding of the Rosetta Stone. One of the things that really worry me in the community guidelines is this one. Still on the page about monetization pause, it says to help keep your account secure, AdSense requires you to verify your address before we send you any payments. So I asked her, since address verification was the second step, the new development in this story after ID verification, does this apply? Because it's written in the monetization pause section. Does it mean that until I get this physical PIN, everything I make will be placed on hold and so they're not gonna pay me? Well, at least this time, since it's not paused anymore, it's just accrued. It doesn't go poof. I suppose that's an improvement. But I can't really be 100% happy until I see that I get paid what I'm owed. Anyhow, she said that she'll be talking directly to the AdSense team just to make sure we understand this, because by the way it's written, it could also mean that this is specifically talking about the first time you need to verify your AdSense account. That's what she thinks, that's her interpretation. Of course, I asked her point blank, what triggered this? The answer she gave me, once again I have to say, in her opinion, so she doesn't get sued by the company since she's really sweet, which is not really what I can say about every Google employee, but she was very nice. So in her opinion, just conjecture YouTube, this didn't have to do with censorship, this was triggered either by the very success, so the change in revenue that happened over the last, I want to say 3 weeks, 4 weeks, because my channel's overall general views went from 900,000 to 4.2 million, and to be honest, now we hit 6 million views per month, which is also probably because a lot of you are binge watching my content, and I really appreciate. Please keep doing that, because that really helps with extending the reach of the channel and the growth. At the moment, the channel is growing by a factor of 60,000 new subscribers per month. Or maybe the fact that I changed country, although I did underline, well, okay, but I changed country a year ago. Anyways, even if it was something else, of course they wouldn't tell us, so that really doesn't tell us much. Another thing I was told directly during this meeting was the fact that this is done to prevent fraud, in the sense that they want to make sure that I am the one who receives the payments how I am supposed to be, rather than maybe someone else who is impersonating me. First, if you really want to make sure it's me, freaking look at my picture and then watch the video. Ask me directly. Schedule a meeting and say, hey, did you change your payment method? Did you, whatever it is that they need to do, just double check it with me. Don't send a freaking pin through mail and threaten to remove monetization once again. Anxiety level to the stars. But also, it is such a paradox to pause monetization, effectively preventing the creator to make any money in order to make sure that you get paid your money. I really think YouTube needs to find another way. For instance, what a lot of other companies do, if there is a change in address, if there is anything, and this happens with royalties, for example, they accrue it, put it there on the side, and then it's paid once the new address or the new payment method, whatever it is changed. This is what happens. No one just prevents you from making money, but still puts ads onto your videos, which are your intellectual property, make money off them, and not give you anything. No one else does this. So I do believe that for the sake of content creators, YouTube should really reconsider this whole approach to pause monetization. But anyways, this is the update that I wanted to share with you, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching. I appreciate what you're doing, and I know that I can count on you, and that really helps me, if anything, to maintain a stable mental state that allows me to keep on doing what I do, which is make videos on this platform. I really hope that the situation will get resolved soon. If anything, well, of course, I'll make another update if something worse were to happen, but I really hope it won't be needed and everything will go back to normal, and then I'll be able to just continue making the content that I know you noble ones love. Thank you so much for your support, and I will be seeing you for the next upload. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, the Metatron has spread his wings. Goodbye.